Okay, recap. Day number 5 overall, but officially the very, very beginning of the ultimate coast to coast, starting at Key West, that will take us all the way to Dead Horse, Alaska. So this is day number 1 of the official trip. The goal was to do 1,000 miles inside of 24 hours. To qualify for the Iron Butt Association, it's called the Saddle Sore 1000. And so it was successful. Journey today, this is the 1,000 miles we had to do within 24 hours. We're starting at Key West. We're following back our trail along from Key West back into Miami. When we get here to Miami, instead of taking all these back roads we took before, we're branching over. We're getting onto the expressway. And anywhere possible, we're going to pay a toll. They charge you by the tag now, so we're going up through Miami. And then we're going to follow this all the way up to Orlando, cut through Orlando. I think by now it's starting to get daylight. Then we're cutting up here through Gainesville. We're going up here by Lake City. And then we are cutting across on I-10. I-10 is going to cut across by Tallahassee. We're coming here to Defuniak Springs. Defuniak Springs, we are going to run up to Opp, then over to Evergreen, and then we hit Interstate 65. Interstate 65, we're going to run all the way up through Montgomery, and then all the way up towards Birmingham, and just short of Birmingham, we're going to cut on a back road that cuts over to an area just south of Birmingham, and this is where we did our official clock out for our 1,000 miles. We are both pretty tired. I think I'm more tired than what he is. He recovered quickly. All right, so what's the memorable things of the trip?
The early morning was beautiful.
Little less traffic.
Beautiful. Before the sun came up, it was cool, little bit of a breeze. The same road that we had taken just the day before was full of traffic, and there was hardly anyone on the road this time. So we made really good time taking Highway 1 out of Key West all the way to Miami. And so it was just a pleasant morning all around.
Yeah, and I'd say even first thing in the morning, all of a sudden, Key West was dead. I think there was one bar we saw that still had people coming out of it, and Ubers were picking them up. But Key West was quiet. I can remember walking out with the bags, trying not to make too much noise to load them on the bike. And I can remember the first time I cranked the throttle on the bike, thinking about that rumble in those little city streets, thinking, man, I would hate to be the one to sleep in bed and hearing these motorcycles crank up. But, yeah, the city was really cool even to leave out of. We drove through an area where they have something called key deer, and it's a deer species that is only found in the Keys in one little pocket anywhere on earth. That deer is only found there, and I think it's the smallest species of deer in North America. So we did see them on the side of the road. You have to slow down at night to like 35 mile an hour through that stretch, and luckily they stayed on the side of the road. Hey, that sign said 35 miles an hour, strictly enforced. Speed kills key deer. I'm gonna slow down. I just don't want to do something stupid. I think this must be a heavy population in here if that's why they got the signs up. We followed the rules. We slowed down for the, we didn't want to hit a deer.
We followed them somewhat.
When we left the deer area, we picked up speed, and the streets were empty. They were quiet until we hit Miami.
Because it's like it's 126 miles from where we left until we got to Miami.
And then Miami, 4 a.m. in the morning is already beginning their rush hour traffic, I guess, because traffic was picking up in Miami and driving crazy. A lot of traffic for 4 o'clock in the morning. Talking about one car was doing like around 90 miles an hour coming flying past us, and somebody else was in a little lane doing about 35 miles an hour, and we were doing 75 or 80, and we ran up on the back of that little car and had to swerve over real fast. But man, people drive crazy in Miami. We were glad to get through there. Yes. And Miami drivers, my goodness, that guy is going through there in that right lane. He's flying. Yes. And look how many cars for 4 o'clock in the morning. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
All right, what else stood out to you?
The wrecks. Not a good part of the trip, but wrecks do happen. And we had, technically it was 2 different scenes.
Not wrecks by us.
Yeah, not by us. It was 3 wrecks in total, 2 different scenes. The first one, the car must have lost control or it ran off the road somehow. Destroyed the camper that it was towing. The car was sideways. It wasn't being swarmed by ambulances, so we assumed that there were no fatalities, but it was rough. It was a really, really rough.
Oh, that's so sad.
The second 2 were a little closer to home in Ope, Alabama, and they were bad. They were 4 vehicles in total, all 4 completely totaled, completely destroyed. One of them had to have had a fatality. It was just that bad off. The other 3 could have been survivable depending on what had happened and the people involved. But they were really rough to go past.
What is going on in this world? That's when we're just thankful for protection, and that God watches over us and keeps us, because man, I've told him a couple of times, I just pray that we're protected from other people and protected from ourselves. So luckily we are both pretty defensive drivers. We're always watching for anybody who could cut in front of us or cut over onto us or coming up behind us, and it's you're a tiny little machine out in the middle of the big interstate. The other thing that stuck out to me is that at one point yesterday we were in construction zone and my eyes started watering and I couldn't see. I think we had like a truck that dropped a little pile of lime dust or something. It got in my eye, and when my eyes started watering, they started watering inside of like bloodshot eyes. It was later in our trip. I was just tired. We'd been in the wind all day. All of a sudden, I couldn't see, and there was nowhere to pull over, and it was really dangerous. I was getting real slow and just sort of swerving, just trying to get to where I could find somewhere to get off the road. Once I could close my eyes and just let my eyes flush out, it's all good to go. But man, for a temporary little bit, it's horrible. This thing shut for just a little bit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I saw a truck that dropped some concrete dust or lime or something, and my left one started watering. And when the left one started watering, I think the tears aggravate a bloodshot eye, and I think it just started burning from being like a sudden soothing of tears or a sudden saltiness of tears. Both eyes are dripping.
So it happened twice. It happened just past Tallahassee, and then it also happened on 65 just past the Shelby County Airport exit.
Yeah, Tallahassee, we had a big wide shoulder on the interstate, just immediately pulled over, and it wasn't too bad.
I can't see. I can't see. Oh, I'm hurting. Something is in the air. Oh, my eyes. They all of a sudden started watering. Like a pollen or an allergy. Oh. Give him a chance to soothe. I got him closed. Oh my goodness.
Why did you put grass for it? It's gonna be the next day.
Be in a situation like that again. That was terrible. All right, food and beverages.
That was rough. I had a bag of beef jerky in my pocket that I snacked on all day. 3 Red Bulls spaced out throughout the day, and then a pack of gum. That's all I had.
Yeah, so I had a little thing of pepperoni, but we were told by the people who's done this, don't eat too much, you'll get sleepy. So basically it was with, the cold brew. For me, cold brew in the morning, somewhere around Miami. A Red Bull somewhere up when we started to turn the corner, leaving Lake City maybe to turn west. And then I had another cold brew, double shot espresso when we started to leave Interstate 10 to Funiac Springs, starting to head north. So just spacing out some type of stimulants, because otherwise you just get road weary and start getting tired.
Wind beating on you, because we were doing between 70 and 80 the entire way. I don't think we ever really did above 80.
I thought I could draft off of him, but he slowed down.
even at 70, the wind's beating on you consistently for 16 hours straight. It takes it out of you.
But
It's rough.
But we did not. We didn't stop much or didn't stop long. But Noah had a little problem with getting receipts from gas stations.
Yeah, so I've never had this experience before. When you go to a gas station, it gives you a receipt. Every once in a while, you have to go in and you have to get one. And we were talking about it on the way down. What happens if they don't give us receipts? We're just going to have to take a little bit longer a trip. We had 8 gas stops. Of the 8 gas stops, I got 1 receipt out of the machine. The other 7 I had to walk in and get.
Yeah. So the Iron Butt Association requires you to have a receipt that states the address and the time, so they can prove that you didn't just like load your bikes on a trailer and just pull it the whole distance. And you have to take a picture of your odometer on your bike with the receipt. So I mean, we're following the rule book on exactly what to do, and people cautioned, hey, make sure that you're hitting these good gas stations. They all give receipts, and it won't slow you down so much. Well, we hit all the bad gas stations.
Say that again?
Would it be possible to get a receipt for pump 3?
Yeah. Just a second.
I need one for 4 also.
3 and 4? Okay. Hey, John. You're not gonna sign on to that one? Huh? I got people waiting. Where did the gentleman go? I don't know where he went.
That's me.
Oh, that's you.
I don't know.
That's why I didn't know where you went.
I didn't know what was going on.
There you go. I was waiting on to finish yours so I could get them receipts.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh.
296, darling. I didn't want to squish you with your sandwich, okay? One 3 and 1 4, right? 3 and
Yes, yes, ma'am. $13.90 on 3. Pump 3 and pump 4.
$13.90 on 3. There's that one.
Never mind. All right.
And 1505. Gentlemen, have a good
Thank
day.
you so much.
Welcome, honey.
But it wasn't the end of the world. We were making really good time. Finished it faster. It was 16 and a half hours. We thought we were going to take 18, maybe a little bit longer. So we finished it with plenty of time, even with all those stops. So we didn't have much to worry about.
case.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I hit this case. I wasn't paying attention. I'm good. No, lady was after me. Lady in the car. Oh, that's my bad. I heard my back popping on that. Camera looks okay. Charging door. Oh, cool.
I think it'll pop back on.
I should.
Yeah, you cut the corners tight on those cases.
Way too tight. I forget how wide I am. I'm used to the dirt bikes. Everything else looks okay. Alright, ready when you are. Cases are good this time.
Oh, go to Leeds till it runs out. Oh. Hey, 1,000 miles.
Both bikes?
Yeah.
Good enough.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
I will see you tomorrow.
2 o'clock.
So proud of you. You got the numb butt.